Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Actually, it's still morning, almost afternoon anyway. So, my name is Levi Laco, and I'm a Your Health representative. And I was actually supposed to put this video up last week, but I couldn't get the chance to because I done the video in the evening and I wanted to post it up. Something happened to my laptop, and obviously, I had to get it fixed and repaired. So, obviously, now my laptop is back again, so yeah, so now obviously I decided to reshoot this video and then put it out there to everybody. I haven't posted a video up like this in a Your Health page before or yet, and the reason why I decided to do this one is because it's actually a request by Justin Farina that I should share this with everybody. And I guess there's a lot of people in the page currently always sharing things that's definitely going to be beneficial for everybody in the business and how we sort of meet different prospects, I guess. So I met up with Justin because before the day I was meeting him, actually a couple of days after that, I happened to be at a business as at a PBR for Amway, which I didn't know at the time. Those who know me know that I have been involved with Amway twice before joining Your Health, and then obviously a few things has happened here and there, and obviously I dropped out of Amway and then I joined Your Health. So obviously not knowing that the PBR was for Amway, obviously how I ended up there was a gentleman that I met at the finance department at Cash Converters when I was getting a loan, and we had a bit of a conversation, and funny enough we happened to know a mutual friend of ours that he knew and I knew as well. So we exchanged numbers. We had a bit of a conversation. It was a really awesome guy. So a couple of days later he messaged me. He goes, look man, I've got awesome business partners I'd like you to come and meet. Would you be happen to have a Monday free? So I was like, I normally have a basketball game on a Monday night, but I'll definitely keep that Monday free. So yeah, I did. So I went there not knowing obviously it was an Amway PBR, but I guess obviously finding out that it was Amway, so I sort of said, you know what, might as well stick around, just really see what this thing is all about and really see how these guys do things anyway, because I have been involved with Network 21 before, not necessarily with Amway. So but basically it's kind of like you've got Amway as a company, and then Network 21 is a sister training company. I don't know, you know they have those two things there, but obviously I guess each company have their own ways or reasons to run their business, and I guess their mentorship or trainings or coaching training, I guess, in that sense. Yeah, so I was sitting there, and you know two things I got out of that particular PBR, which have got my interest so much that that I had to call Justin Farina and let him know, look, we need to catch up and really see where things are going out with Your Health, because we just gotta make it happen. We always talk about leaders that want to make change and obviously want to make things happen. And definitely spoke to Justin. I said, look, we need to get something happening. At least kick off in the next couple of weeks or so meetings just to get the vibe started. I know majority of all of our leaders are in the States at the moment. I think all of them are coming back. So I think putting something together, in Brisbane, just a huge major event, I think would be amazing. So I had a meeting with Justin. So two things happened when I was at the Amway PBR, right? So I was sitting in there, then they brought out this speaker. I wasn't quite. I actually forgot his name. Don't know his name, but from his accent, sounds like he's a Kiwi from New Zealand. His background was he used to drive trucks, and then obviously when he got introduced to Amway, things change. I guess one of the things that I'd like you guys to focus on in this video is what I got out of that PBR, which I'm gonna discuss in this video. So, a lot of us in the past, when we were obviously still involved with Your Health, a lot of the leaders, have prepared obviously scripts, I guess, or pitching scripts that we use to be able to attract a prospect to come and check out your health business. And basically, the leaders say if you want results, you gotta utilize the tools that's already been proven, that obviously have created the results. Obviously, you can go out on your own and recreate your own sort of, script, to pitch a business to a customer or to a prospect. But obviously, if it hasn't got that result, obviously it will take you longer to achieve that result, as opposed to somebody who's stuck into the system and plugged into the system gets the result quicker. So that's the whole idea, obviously, behind network marketing, is to utilize tools, links, videos, audio books, to be able to allow the person to plug into the system and to know that this business it's proven throughout times of struggle. So yeah, I guess the first thing I'm gonna talk about is obviously the gentleman's pitching. Now, as you guys know, every time we attend a weekend training or weekly training with the leaders like Rob King, for example, every Saturday, when he always says that whenever you want to call somebody or prospect, make sure you have that sense of urgency, that you have that posture, and that you're excited at the same time, because you don't want to call somebody and you're on the phone, very, very bored. You don't even know that you don't even have that excitement, because that person is gonna, feel that energy, and is gonna come in a way that is not gonna allow this person to really connect with you in a way, or really to understand that, that you're really real about what you're talking about, if you know what I mean. So obviously, you call up the prospects. Hey James, man, how you doing, man? Look, man, I'm so excited, man. I'm just in between meetings, but hey, look, man, next week on Monday, what have you got planned out, man? Nothing, man. Look, man, look, if you can keep that Monday free, look, I've got a great opportunity. It's coming your way. I'd like you to come and meet, this gentleman. His name is Rob King. This guy has done so much for his team. He's helped a lot of people achieve amazing success. He's also helped a lot of people, have that healthier lifestyle. And it's someone that I'd love to really to introduce you to him, so you can come and meet these guys and really see what we are doing as a young, inspired entrepreneur, right? So this is how the excitement we were able to use to be able to attract, prospects to come and see the Your Health business. But this gentleman does it differently, right? Because at this stage, a lot of us are struggling financially. It's getting to a period where people are losing jobs. I know you guys heard of Dick Smith has already gone out of business, and thousands of workers have lost their job. So this is definitely a great opportunity for us to capitalize by sharing this opportunity with people. Now, as I said, when I went to this Amway PBR, I got two things out of it: the pitching technique that this gentleman has used, and I'm gonna share it with everybody, just so you guys sort of understand and hear, just how powerful this is to me. To me, when I heard that pitching script that this gentleman has used, man, and keep in mind, in that room there was about 30 to 40 people that came just to see this guy. 30 to 40 people were in that room just to come and see this guy, what this guy is all about. It was a huge, it was a weekly event. It was on a Monday, and there was 30, 40 people, Remember, we used to do meetings in houses. We used to obviously get similar numbers as well, but this guy, I don't know how they promoted it, but it just, there was a lot of people in there, a lot of people. So if you can bear with me a minute, and at the same time, if you can grab a pen and paper, I'm gonna share this pitching with you guys so you guys can utilize it, because I think combining this with what we have, or maybe just test this or trial this, I think is definitely gonna allow a lot of us to be able to achieve the momentum that we're looking for. So just bear with me a sec. All right, so when people say you gotta take notes, it's important, and I definitely did take a note, because I realized, after that, I just felt like this is a golden pitch. This is a very golden pitch that I think is gonna help us, or I think it's gonna attract a lot of people to really come and see, the industry of multi-level marketing, whether you're in your health or in another company. But I think this is definitely going to be a fantastic opportunity. But this is definitely something that, Justin said, I should definitely share this with everybody, because I think as a team, when we share stories with people or with everybody, it just allows us to be able to have the opportunity to connect with people. So if you have a pen and paper with you right now, so there it is. So this is what the pitch this guy used. And I want you guys to pay attention very, very closely. So the pitch that he used goes like this. Do you have a spare tire on your finances? This is the pitch. He says, in front of 30, 40 people, all right? He says, does anyone here have a spare tire on their finances? Do you have a spare tire on your finances? That to me was very, very powerful, because believe it or not, people in the room started to question themselves. Like all of us average working people, we're working, Monday to Friday, our job job. We seems to be working so much hours, but we're not getting there. He even says that the plan of us, going to school, and going to work for 40 hours, for the next 40 years, and then you can retire and really enjoy all those lavish life. He said that doesn't exist anymore. The amount of the hours, it's going up. A lot of us are working 40 to 50, even 60, 70 plus hours or more. Yet our wage is not going up. Expenses are hitting the roof. Businesses can't sustain themselves, because rent, rental for business properties going up. People going out of business, and this is multi-level marketing. He says it's definitely the smart way of business. He even referred to multi-level marketing as Uber. Uber is the smart business of the new 21st century. It's because Uber is the most successful, company in the world, but they don't own any single taxis. That is very powerful. So if you had a pen and paper and you're written that pitch, and I'm gonna say it again, the pitch goes like this. Do you have a spare tire on your finances? Does anyone have a spare tire on your finances? Think about it on your daily drive to work, right? You're driving, all of a sudden your tire goes flat, right? You're gonna pop the trunk, you're gonna grab your tire, you're gonna take off the one that's already, damaged, and you're gonna replace it with the new one, right? Happy days, you go back to work, everything is all smooth. But let's look at it in another scenario. Let's say, right? At that first time, it's been almost 3 months. You forgot to go to the repair shop to repair that tire that was damaged, right? Something happened. The other tire, the front tire goes flat again. It's gone, right? Then you pulled up by the side of the road, right? And then you pop the trunk, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I did not repair my tire since the first time. It's actually damaged. Now, that's very scary, because you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, in the highway. Nobody's gonna stop to help you out. Worst case scenario, you don't even have a credit to call somebody, or maybe if you do have, maybe the place that you got stuck in there has no reception, right? So bad news. And I think this is how a lot of people are feeling the pressure nowadays, because people are working so hard, yet they forget to sort of, step back and think, what if something happened to me? What if I'm not working? Who's gonna pay the bills? Or who's gonna take care of my family? Things like that. So, it made sense that, this analogy this gentleman used, it's an absolutely a gold nugget, because I believe if we harness this, and we use it to attract prospects, and give it a trial and see how this thing go. I believe that your health is gonna be in the next step where everybody's gonna be like, wow, I've never heard somebody from your health give me a call and really says, do you have a spare tire on your finances? And that person be like, I have never thought that finances is so important to me. That will give me the ability so that if I'm not able to work, I'll have a finance covered on the side to be able to protect my family. So that was one of the things that I've picked up from that PBR, is that pitch. That's why I'm sharing it with everybody here at the Freedom Facebook page. I'd like you guys to utilize it, see how you go. I'm definitely coming back to your health. I'm one of those people who, I'm actually feeling the pressure because I'm working, two or three jobs at the moment, but yet I still don't feel like I'm 10 step ahead of everybody. I feel like I'm still 10 step behind and I can't move forward. And I think, me personally, I believe, and I've always believed, that network marketing is always going to be the key to allow a lot of us to be able to live that financial, stability that we are looking for, and not having to work for somebody that says, you get paid $22 an hour or $19 an hour, for the job that you do. I think we are all worth something, and I think we should all, look into that. Second thing that really blew my mind about how Amway does things is the fact that they actually have their own app. So just think about it this way. Just think about it this way. A lot of our leaders were saying, look, once you sign up somebody who's part of the team, right? We always do a shout out for the newly joining team members of Your Health, right? And also at the same time, they say you should give out material to your prospect, that will allow them to be plugged in the system so that negative energy don't interrupt with their excitement, and then they decide to say, look, the business is not for me. What excuse me. Sorry guys, it's just my mouth got a little bit dry. Yeah, so the leaders always, let us know that to be a great leader is that you should lead by example. You should obviously keep your team, in the system, plugged into the system, so they can see the value in the business, and obviously so they can be coachable in many aspects of the business. So this what blew my mind about Amway, right? So the way they're doing it is that they have an app, right? Just think about an app that, a prospect got interested, they're signing the business, right? And then you use that app to be able to provide the tools to that prospects. Believe it or not, millions and millions of people globally, worldwide, they use electronic devices, iPads, iPhones, Android devices, Samsung, HTC, you name it. Smartphones are available in the market today, right? Let's say you signed up a prospect overseas, right? And you want to make sure they're plugged into the system. If you can imagine this simple app, you get this prospect to download that app, right? That is available globally, right? And then they get to plug into the system. Let's say they are from China and they speak Mandarin. Imagine the tools that can allow them to stick in the business or to be plugged into the system in Mandarin. I think that's gonna allow this prospect to really see the value of the business, the tools that we share. I also discussed this with Justin. Now, we should give everybody here an opportunity to start to pitch in ideas about apps that we can utilize to be able to allow our prospects to be able to utilize this as a plug-in to the system. And then we can trial this, and then after that we can talk to Dave Nelson, and then he can talk to Dennis Wong as well about an opportunity to recreate a new app that allows prospects to plug into the system for training. We can even have the leaders or even the upcoming leaders servicing to do video training about a different area that can help a team to grow and progress. I think me personally, there's an opportunity here for us. I know we do have an app available, and that app allows us to sign a customer on the spot or a prospect, right? So if you can utilize that app or maybe refine that app so that the prospect can plug into the system, we can share tools from videos to audiobooks, and as the leader says, there are recommended books like Rich Dad Poor Dad, things like that. There could be a recommended audio, like it could come maybe at a cheapest membership, maybe at $5 a month or $10 a month, something like that. There could be even like an entrepreneur movie that can be rented for a small amount of membership. So these are some of the ideas that I've put out to Justin, and Justin said, you know what, because these ideas are so great, do a video, right, like what I'm just doing now, share it with everybody, share the ideas, let everybody know that experience you got out of the Amway, and what it has changed you and how it inspires you to really want to share this with everybody. And I believe, look, if you happen to wanted to go out and go out to other network marketing companies PBR, do so, because if you go in there to say, look, I just want to learn the whole entire thing, look, you only need only one or two ideas. Look, I went to the Amway PBR and I've only just picked up two things. It's the fact that this gentleman used a really fantastic analogy of a spare tire on our finances. And most people, and I can guarantee this, and you guys know this, most people don't even have a second source of income, of their finances, right? A lot of people will rely on their super, but sometimes if your super, a couple of weeks ago, I met up with a gentleman who is helping me to regroup my super, so that obviously I'm not gonna be paying so much money or so much fees for the super fees. He wants to make sure that obviously as I grow older, my premium stays the same and that it never goes up in any way. It just stays standard, and then I'm not gonna be paying so much money for that. So things like that, people don't know that there are things exist today. And with network marketing and with your health, I think we have a huge opportunity here, guys, to really inspire and really call up your all previous prospects that you spoke to 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Give them a call and pitch that question. Do you have a spare tire on your finances? Most likely a lot of them don't, and this is where they'll be like, well, what's this about? How can I find out? You've already piqued their interest by saying, do you have a spare tire on your finances? So two things I learned from Amway. One is that this gentleman has used a very incredible, powerful pitching, and it says, do you have a spare tire on your finances? Second thing I learned about Amway is that they're using technology as a way to create their own apps, and the prospects can use the app. So the leader will send the prospect recommended tools that the prospect can listen to the audiobook version. There'll be also a section there where they can actually listen and watch videos. So the videos could be about our products, the enzyme products by Dr. Dicky Fuller, and the how the Your Health product works. Dave Nelson, in the YouTube channels that we have for Your Health, Dave Nelson also has videos. Imagine pulling those links and put them all together in one single app, and that single app allowed the prospects to see the value of Your Health and why we are the best company, and we are no match than any other company. We have so much product that any other companies cannot compete with what we have. It's not a braggery thing, but obviously we are the best in what we do, and we have the best of the best products. And I think we don't want me personally, let's not let people miss out on this fantastic opportunity. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys sort of got so much information out of it, and I hope it inspires you guys to to push in and really go out there and share this opportunity with your friends and family and to your prospects, and utilize, like I said, give that pitch a try. Do you have a spare tire on your finances? Give this pitch a try, see how you go, and the more success that you get, please share it with everybody. Let us know how how it all worked for you. How did you use it, and and how it enabled you to be able to acquire either prospects or customers. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you.